Hello. Oh my God. Ignore my phone. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another live stream. I took the week of Memorial Day off. In America, we have a Memorial Day. Usually, when I do my lives, it's Monday. I took it off. Took a little me break, and I'm back at it again with the live streams. Happy to see you all. In this live, I'm going to be doing an open Q&A. You could come to me with alternate day fasting. You could come to me with weight loss, food, fitness. You could also come to me with questions on what happens after you lose the weight, dating, how people treat you, moving in silence. We're going to be talking about feminine hygiene, all the things that have to relate to leveling up as a feminine woman. I have been on my feminine journey, to be honest, since 2017. Yes, 2017. And hi, everyone. Thank you for coming in. Hit the like button as you join. I have been on my femininity journey since 2017. And you know what started it, really, truly? I will always give her props for this video. Congratulations, Amina. Chrissy, and her femininity for dark-skinned women or dark-skinned girls. That was the video that's, in my opinion, started femininity on YouTube, to be honest. That, I don't even think it's up anymore. I don't know why, but that series was life-changing for me. And then Chloe came in and she talked about a lot of like mindset and Black women and femininity and just in general, learning how to be more soft, be more in yourself, and using your femininity to your advantage instead of seeing it as a disadvantage. So come to me with that. Talk to me, leave your questions in the chat and also leave them in comments. Maybe I'll address them in future videos for the replay watchers. And yeah, love to see you. What's new with me? I haven't weighed myself in a minute, to be honest. I feel a little scared. I always feel like if you know you're not gonna see the number you're looking forward to, don't even bother. Don't even bother because I haven't been on my best behavior. And mainly because I have been having a couple more drinks than I'm supposed to. For one, me and drinks don't agree. I get highly inflamed, like my knees will start pulsing, my ankles will swell, and my face will get puffy when I drink, point blank, period. And my fibroid literally grows. It'll grow overnight, and all of a sudden I'm spotting. Alcohol is poison. I don't care what they tell you. Alcohol is poison. Are we going to drink it? Sure. But just know when you're drinking it, it is poison. You are poisoning your body. I have been having a couple more drinks than usual. I went to the concert, a reggae concert not too long ago with my girls. I had a can of Moscato. It was like 12%. It hit just right. And I only, when I do go out and I drink, I give myself a 2-drink max. 2 drinks max. So I went over to my sister's house, got ready. We left from there. I had a little airplane bottle of what do they call that? The pink kinky or something. Down that on the way to the concert, just to have a little pre-buzz, because drinks at a stadium is ridiculous. It really is. And then I had the can of Moscato, and that was it for me. That was it. Then I've been watching the Knicks. R.I.P. And I've been going out to like bars to watch it, have me a little cocktail, and then dating, which has started for me. That's going to be it's going to be a hard no, because for one, when I'm judging your character, I need to be sober. I need to be sober, because alcohol and dating or meeting people, first impression, no bueno, no bueno. So I also had some wine. So I know that I'm probably holding a little bit more fluid than usual. Alcohol is nothing but fermented sugar. That's it. That's it. The reason wine is so good is because you want to lose yourself. That's it. That's all. You want something to blame your bad behavior on. That's it. That's all. If your tolerance is that high, you drink too much. If two can't do it, you drink too much. Lower your tolerance. All right. Um, if you need to escape your body, change your life. It ain't that great. All alcohol is goggles for you to tolerate the people that you probably don't even want to be around. That's what I do notice. Be like, oh, okay, so and so is coming. They're not that interesting. Let me drink. Oh, I'm awkward in new situations. Let me drink. I'm bored. Let me drink. Exactly. Drinking is nothing but liquid confidence, and we don't need to fake it. We don't have to fake the funk. Not that way, especially if you are on your health journey. You have to find another way. So yeah, that's June just started. I'm cleaning that up real quick. But put your questions in the chat, y'all, so I could go through them, and give you some feminine Q&A advice. What else has been going on with me? I added some plants to my home. That's great. Um, all my pants are big. All my pants are big. It's so annoying buying clothes. I only shop at Goodwill at this point because, for one, Goodwill has the brands. Okay, I just got some Paige jeans. Like, who heard about Paige denim? I would never think of myself as a Paige denim girl. Huh? The fact that I can even fit it. I do realize now that I'm a size 29 in those like numerical sizes, like those traditional jean sizes. I'm a size 29. And my size 8s are now getting a little baggy. It's weird. It's weird. The goal is still 20 pounds to 150. Okay. Or size 6, whichever comes first. Size 6 or 150. I'm rooting more so for the size 6. But you tell me how your journey has been going, and hit the like button for me on the way in. Hi, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Yeah, I'm back. I'm on a fast day right now. Been doing this since April. Still losing, although my weight loss has stalled a bit and slowed down. I'm still going strong, down 22.2 pounds so far. Great job, Virtuous. No, that's gonna happen. It's what, April, May? Yeah, around month 3 is when I started. Okay, I'm losing a little steam. I started like skipping a fast day here or there. Um, I stopped going so hard around month 3, but I did like 3 months of true ADF. But around month 3 is when I was like, oh, all right, I could play around a little bit. And that's why it took me 8 months to lose 60 pounds. I could have lost 60 pounds in 5 months, to be honest. I could have lost that weight a long time. But I'm glad I did approach it the way I did, because slower is always better. Slower is always better. I had time to refuel and make sure, because I was honestly shedding hair, and it was getting scary. You have to think you are eating half the amount of food that you were previously eating, and thus getting half the nutrients. And God help the food you were eating before, because I know it wasn't as nutritious. So really, if you're alternate day fasting, you have to be fueling up with premium fuel, because that day counts twice. Your protein, your fats, fiber, it's going to be stretching for 2 days. If you are feeding yourself, just because you can feed yourself on feast day, a cheeseburger, sweet and sour chicken, and a pizza and some wine, how great are you really going to feel until the next feast day? You know, you have to fuel yourself how you want to feel. I eat for vanity. If I want to look good, I eat good. I'm eating my skincare, because everything I put inside of me is going to exude out of me. So be very cautious on your feast day. You're new to ADF. You motivated me. I'm on day 8. That's wonderful. Although the scale is not moving, I'm getting smaller and smaller. I could see it and feel it. That's all you need. That's all you need. Hi, Colleen. Should I be taking collagen while doing ADF? Should be. No, it's not like required. I love and collagen I trust, because genetically, I don't have great skin elasticity. If you have nice, tight, firm skin that kind of snaps as you lose or gain weight, you will be fine. Some people take collagen and notice nothing. People with like like I'm a soft, mushy person. I have expanded and deflated numerous times. So I've lost skin elasticity, and hereditarily we just have thin skin, my mom's side of the family. So I drink collagen like my life depends on it, in order to fill up things and keep my skin plump. Collagen, if you add, this is what do I call it? Fillers in a cup. Fillers in a cup is a scoop of collagen. And at the time, it was an Element pack, LMNT, which now they sell in Walmart. I was so shocked when I saw Element in Walmart. I was like, look at this. It was like online, Amazon, and then it was in Vitamin Shop. Now it's in Walmart. I was so shocked. So get the Element, a scoop of collagen, at least 40 ounces of water. Your skin, fillers in a cup. That's all I have to say. Fillers in a cup. Any parts that had any wrinkles, fillers in a cup. Immediately, like you will maybe drink half the cup and already see the difference. You will start glowing. Jack, you didn't drink as an experiment for a year and ordered soda, water, and lime, and no one knew the difference. Yeah, that's the trick, because as soon as people start noticing you're not drinking, then all of a sudden they're like interested in why you're not drinking. All you not drinking does is highlight that they're drinking, and they don't like that. Anything that is against the norm that you do is going to highlight in others what they don't do for themselves, and it's going to trigger them. It'll always trigger them. It'll always trigger, I won't say always, but it'll trigger people who feel like they're not doing enough for themselves. So just have something in your hand anyways. And if you could keep it quiet, keep it quiet. Or put yourself as a designated driver. There you go. That's why I'm not drinking. I'm driving. Have you ever done the watermelon diet? I have not. I have not. And speaking of, I guess I'll go into a rant with this. I didn't want to make this a video in and of itself, but no one can convince me that the carnivore diet is it. Nobody. I can't support it with good faith, with years of research and understanding. You know why I will never support carnivore? Do you know why? And they're going to tell you all kind of things like your ancestors and back in the days and the human diet and this is what human. I will never fall for it because only Americans have to do this shit. Only Americans have to do something as severe as eat meat and sticks of butter for a living just to stay alive. You will never see me fall for the carnivore diet because guess what? Overseas in Europe, they're eating pastrami, parmesan, bowls of pasta, bread, baguettes, and slimmer than we'll ever be. Okay, that's France. In Italy, bowls of pasta. They're having cheeses and gelatos. They're incredibly fit and average looking people. None of them are obese. In Asia, don't even get me started on Asian diets. The basis of their diet is rice, seafood, and vegetables. They don't have those issues. You know when Asians get fat? When they come to America. You will never, and I will never support the carnivore diet, ever. So don't even start. If it helped you, that's great. Do you know why it helped you? You decreased your sugar and your inflammation. Just like fasting. I don't have to cut out entire food groups to save myself. Okay? If you go from a standard American diet into eating just meat for a living, yeah, you're going to save yourself because you've eliminated 98% of your options, right? You've basically done an elimination diet, which you couldn't probably do before. Okay? You will have to one day, maybe one by one, reintroduce items back into your diet to see what hurts you and what hinders you. But because a lot of people don't have the time nor patience to do so, they'll continue eating meat for a living. I can't in good faith ever say that eating heaps of shrimp, beef, poultry is probably some of the worst stuff we could eat, especially as women. I can't do it. So when it comes to diet, I don't like to tell y'all a diet. The best thing you could ever do for yourself is eat whole foods. Eat whole foods as unpackaged as possible. Eggs and avocado for breakfast, low in sugar, won't increase inflammation. Have vegetables and chickpeas and maybe a lean fish source for lunch. Like Americans, yo. I will never not be amazed by the lengths they go through to just do the necessary steps to just be healthy. They would rather suck down cows and then, to be honest, carnivore is a cult. Carnivore is a cult because the way they argue in the comments, frightening. I can't fall for it. I can't do it. Fiber for president. Fiber for president. And as a woman, you should not remain in ketosis for long terms. Okay, you will definitely mess up your fertility if you are looking for progesterone. Progesterone itself needs a recommended amount of carbohydrates, and that's why I say to a lot of women, Go to Dr. Mindy Peltz. She'll tell you how to fast like a girl on her page, because during the week before your period, you're going to need enough carbohydrates to build up your progesterone in order for your eggs to drop. Just because you've maybe regulated your period and your hormones are now stabilized and you're getting monthly regular periods doesn't mean you're not messing something else up by cutting out your carbohydrate. I could go on and on about this, but that's my take on carnivore. I will never fall for it. If you couldn't do keto and if you couldn't be successful at Atkins, I don't know why you think carnivore is going to be the end all be all for your life. I'm rooting for you, but to be honest, carnivore, I would not recommend long term. Long term. Okay. No, I'm not ADFing anymore. Femininity is something that somebody named Jack will probably not understand. You look today. Okay, I don't have time for that. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. As a man, you've never actually thought about what's masculine or feminine. It just, well, considering 98% of my viewers are women, this might not be the live for you. Because when I speak to women. If men are here, then y'all are just guest visitors. I should just fold your hands and listen. Okay? No disrespect. This is just, this is really a girl space. And I'm not kicking y'all out, but you just got to sit there and eat your food. Okay? You did notice your skin won't be too loose. Your stomach is firm and your hair is growing super fast. Awesome. Seems like I get full fast. I'm on week 3. Yes, that's your stomach shrinking, realizing it doesn't need all that food in order to feel full. Started April 21st and down 16 pounds. Wow, nice. Oh, wow, April, May. Okay, great. Pamela Reif on YouTube has my waist disappearing. Who had my Chloe Ting, Olivia Lawson, Eleni Fit? Those are my girls. Chloe Ting for life. Chloe Ting, anytime I want my waist whittled, it's always going to be Chloe Ting. She could do no harm in my eyes. She could get 15 BBLs. She could get 30 eye surgeries. She could do whatever. She could lose her license. In Chloe Ting, I trust, because anytime I do a Chloe Ting program, visible results in at least 6 days. Never fails. It's really wild. Okay. Un momento. Hi, butterfly love. Y'all ask your questions in the chat, anything. It could be career, it could be dating, it could be life after, weight loss, it could be whatever you want. This is a free for all. I'm just like getting warmed up again into speaking on live because it's been a while. It's been almost 2 weeks since I spoke to you guys. So I have to just warm up with the Q&A. Get my motors running, and I don't think it's going to be a long one. I'm just going to finish at 8. I might go to the gym today. I also haven't been to the gym in a little while, but today I restarted Olivia Lawson's Pilates X Strength program, and I love that. It's doable, beginner friendly, incorporates strength, which I use the 3-pound weights for. I have a white party coming up the end of this month. I need my waist snatched because the outfit is scandalous. It's not scandalous, but it's giving like Aaliyah, where it's like cut down the front, strings I know it sounds wild. I just need this. I need some more of that happening. And then she was really good at doing that. I'm wearing like low waist baggy jeans with like a really cute, sexy top, all white. And one of my favorite, I'm going to tell you all this right now. Okay. I don't know if you're into the back, like sexy backs. If you're into sexy backs, like Justin Timberlake, I need you to get 2 kettlebells, one in each hand, right? Shoulders back, pelvis right underneath those shoulders, and walk on the treadmill. The way, for one, it improves your posture and it strengthens the back, especially the lower traps. So it decreases, if you have very overworked traps, doing this exercise will decrease your traps. I was contemplating trap Botox before I learned that I just had to fix my anterior pelvic tilt, which a lot of people have. An anterior pelvic tilt is just when you shape like an S for no reason. A lot of people stand cocked booty. Your booty ain't that big, you just stand it improperly. Fix it, tuck it, and do farmer's carries or farmer's walks, as they call it, on the treadmill. Do it until it hurts and put it down and do it again. You will get the sexiest back. You will fix your posture. You will decrease your traps. You want elegant shoulders. You don't want like huge overbuilt. Like mine used to be like up and it was like embarrassing. It's come down so much just because I strengthened those lower trap muscles, y'all. Farmer's carries is what it's called. Do it on the treadmill. Chef's kiss. And I use 8 to 10 pound weights. As I get stronger, I'll build it up. Next time I'll use 12, then 15. I think the max I'll do is like 15 for now. But it's also really good for grip strength. As you get older, grip strength becomes more important. You get old and you just start dropping stuff. Don't be her, because dropping tea is not it. And as you get older, your bone density is very important. And exercise that mimics you carrying groceries is going to be essential to your muscular structure and you getting older and being able to get up out of a couch, get up out of the bed, push yourself up when you fall. Those things are important. So, yeah. Vanessa, I think it depends on the diet. I've been doing ADF 1 month and I haven't lost any weight. I lose on fast days and then gain right back on feast days. 230 and down 225 and back up. I have seen other benefits. Vanessa, it sounds like you may have a lot of metabolic damage and or inflammation that you will have to remedy. Have you done blood work? You need to do some blood work and look at your stats, your CRP, your hemoglobin, all of that, your A1C. I hope you have gone to the doctor because that's not normal to be on ADF for 1 month and keep losing and gaining the same 5 pounds. You've been making your own element. Awesome. You're doing a dry fast day. Dry fast days for president. You feel weak and can't sleep, but my skin is clear, stomach small, and I do feel free. You feel weak. Are you having electrolytes, and are you having enough calories on feast days? Y'all, please don't undereat on feast days. I'm not saying like go crazy, but do not undereat. That is, if you undereat, you're going to pass out. You're going to lose hair. You're going to have brittle nails. Will fall out. Your skin will sag. Like you will look real bad if you undereat. Yeah, don't do it to yourself. And when you're eating, eat to live. Don't live to eat. What does that look like? Living to eat just looks like I'm going to eat whatever makes me happy. Sometimes what makes you happy is not what you need. Especially when it comes to food. Food shouldn't be like the best part of your day. Food is food. Food don't care about you. I promise you. Food doesn't go into the fridge and think about, I can't wait till Colleen comes and wraps her hands around my carton and sticks a fork in me. Oh, I love her. Food don't give no shits about you. Food is just gonna make you big, unhappy, give you zits, raise your sugar, and wonder why you eating so much. That's what food is going to do for you. Let go of your attachment to food. What you need to start picking up is a journal. Okay? Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because you're putting a lot of responsibility on food healing you. Food will never heal you. It'll give you very temporary comfort in a life that's very long. I don't care what anybody says. Life is long. Life is long. It's the longest thing you'll ever experience is life. Whether you're 22, 3, 89, life is going to be the longest thing you experience. And if food is the end all be all joy of your day, it's going to be a long one. You got to find another way. But yeah, please make sure you're having enough food on feast days. Quality food. Whole foods. Oh, I was saying, and eating to live is when you are nourishing your system. You're watering your plant. You need to water your plant. It's at Target too. Elements is at Target. I wouldn't know. I don't have anything. I don't know. I guess that whole thing turned me off. I'm not like boycotting it anymore. It's really convenient and I need it. Sometimes Target has the things I need. But am I like in a rush to go there? No, I don't rush. Every time I walk in there, I feel like a betrayal. I can't do carnivore. I never have a bowel movement. You said you're planning on getting to a size 6, 150. Are you active? I'm not actively fasting. I'm actively calorically deficiting. Okay. And calorie deficits, if I could fast, I would have been skinny. Okay. I personally cannot fast anymore due to underlying conditions that cause jaundice in my eyes. Even if I have too low calories, if my calories are too low for the day, I will get jaundice. It could be Gilbert syndrome or another condition my doctor said. She didn't formally diagnose it, but she brought those conditions up. And I was like, all right, well, I guess. My liver came back fine. The sonogram came back fine. The blood work came back fine 2 times. So it's just me. I would have been skinny if I could fast. I would have been skinny if I could fast. The last time I did true Intuit alternate day fasting was 2022. 2022. The time I made the video, I can't intermittent fast anymore, was the time I was like, I gave up. It was to the point where people were looking at me and was like, are you okay? Your eyes are yellow. I said, I have to stop. But when I was on a roll with ADF, I was down to 179. 179. When I stopped doing ADF, I was at 190 for 2 years. For 2 years. 2 years. I just restarted the second leg of my weight loss journey in November. And slowly but surely, through a calorie deficit, and like, I can't even reiterate to you how important small portions are, and my apple cider vinegar and green tea concoction. But smaller portions saves lives. It really does. Not stretching out my stomach has just been the ultimate goal. And I realized as soon as my stomach is feeling, stop. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's so easy to scrape bowls. It's really easy to overeat because food tastes good. It tastes good. But through portion control, I've been slowly able to lose 20 pounds. I haven't been on the scale again, but the last time I was definitely 170. And no, I'm not actively fasting. I just host and mentor you guys now. But I did lose 60 pounds in 8 months doing alternate day fasting. And I wish if I could, y'all, if I could, I would. I would. And it's just not fair. God was like, you know what? You can't reach that body yet because you you're gonna be doing too much on these streets. God knew what to do. He was like, listen, you got to 170, you already acting out. I don't want to see you at 150. I'm afraid of you. Because you was making me proud now. Now you're over here acting up. Yes. But dear Lord, you made me. You made the confidence and unfuckwitableness I have gained from losing the 20 pounds. I love it here. I really do. I love it here. I love it here. And I can't wait to get to my goal. Like, I just want to reach my goal. I was scrolling through not TikTok, YouTube. And somebody how I like to watch is Carmelita Fox. Like, I like all the direct girls because if you're new here, hi, my name is Colleen. I don't play that. Jamaicans be like, I honor and respect honesty, straightforwardness, and a bit of bluntness. Okay. I don't like, I'm more of the person that will hurt your feelings. But I swear I won't ever be disrespectful. The way I hurt your feelings is I'm going to give you the God honest truth that you already know. The thing is, 98% of the times when people ask questions, they already know the answer. But they're looking for an escape route or an alternate view or sometimes even pity. And I'm the wrong one. I'd be like, yeah, girl, that shirt is really tight. Are you okay? Because it wasn't tight a week ago. What changed? I wouldn't be like, damn, you look fat. That I won't, because that's rude. I'm not rude. But I will tell you things you don't want to hear. Anyways, I love listening to those girls. So that would be like Carmelita Fox, Blunt Girly. Shout out to Blunt Girly. I like her a lot. She's on the come up. If y'all looking for like people who are on the same wavelength, I dibble dabble with EU. Oh, but I only interested in her weight loss content. I can't deal with the other stuff. It's just sometimes I feel like she's reaching, but I really like her weight loss content. Blunt Girly is it. Like, y'all, if y'all go over to Blunt Girly, tell her I sent you because she's over there. Like, she makes the kind of content that I wish I could, but I'm not trying to get canceled. But Carmelita Fox, she made a video saying your fear of being thin is holding you back. And I swear a lot of y'all are fear being thin. Y'all fear going all the way there. And it makes me so sad. And what do I always say? I love when women get aspirationally thin. And when I say aspirationally thin, I mean you reach a weight where it never looked like you had weight issues. I love like that is it is so admirable. Why it's admirable is because a lot of people they'll lose enough weight to just look good and think it's better than being 250. I'm currently I made it to 195. This looks good enough. I'll chill out here. Meanwhile, you're still a size 14, and everybody in your Pinterest board is a size 8 below. What are you doing? What are you doing? You would love to have the selection of clothing options. You would love to have a flat tummy. You would love to have a thigh gap. There's nothing wrong with wanting and desiring these things, these goals for yourself. But because it's from the pack, you're so self-sabotaging that you would rather stay mediocre. You've done a great job getting from point A to B, but points B to C, oh my God, the level up is too elevated. I don't want to be that elevated. Get over it. Get over it, because nobody ever told me, why do you need a degree? Your diploma is enough. Why do you need to buy a house? Renting is just fine. Why do you need to find love? Singleness is just enough. It's enough. Why would you ever want to date? What are you saying? Nobody goes around saying those things. But when it comes to weight loss, all of a sudden, you look good enough, girl. Good enough. Nobody tells you good enough is great when you're achieving all these patriarchal things. They don't tell you that. Why do you want to become a manager? Being a secretary is enough. No, they don't say that. But as soon as you want to go from a size 14 to a size 6, don't you think that's a lot? Or maybe I'm just fine at a 14. Where do you think that stems from? I'm going to tell you this, losing weight is not easy. It's hard. You know why losing weight is hard? Because every single day, every hour, for weeks and months at a time, you have to focus on yourself. Weight loss requires you making daily decisions every single day for weeks and months at a time. When was the last time you did anything that required your daily effort? Going to school, you maybe have a semester, you get a summer break, you do another semester, you come home from school, or you log off, you have time away from it. Okay, it doesn't require 24-hour input. Work, you go to it, 9 to 5, you log off, you leave, back to yourself. With weight loss, it is constant effort, every day, every hour, for months at a time. And a lot of us don't even like ourselves that much, to be honest. To be honest. We love pouring into others. That's where our bread and butter is. You can be the biggest cheerleader for a stranger. But if you ask to give that energy to yourself, you will fall off every time. You tell me that's not self-sabotage and disdain for thyself. Weight loss is hard because you have to give it your all. You have to put the best into yourself every day, and nobody wants to do it. If people put the most into themselves every day, everybody would have a business, everybody would be millionaires, everybody would be thin, everybody would be fit, everybody would be driving luxury car, everybody would have everything their hearts ever desired. But working on yourself daily, day in and day out, is not easy. And that's why only the strong survive. Only the strong become entrepreneurs and successful, Okay, because not everybody is born to be successful, unfortunately, because not everybody is built like that. Successful people, they're built differently. And so some people are just never going to be at their goal weight, and that's unfortunate. They're going to be good enough girls. They're going to be good enough to fit in with their crowds. They're going to be good enough to not get stares at work or outside in public. They're going to be good enough to look different, but not outside. They're going to be good enough to not be too pretty, but pretty enough to not be lonely. You're going to get good enough because of the fear of just being too elevated. And that's a reality. An unfortunate one, but a real one. And so when you're on a weight loss journey, you have to be okay being lonely. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of social connections. You're gonna have to do things unlike a lot of others, such as waking up at 5, such as meal prep. You're going to schedule gym time. You're going to buy the outfit sets to go to athletic classes and such. You're going to have to make the effort, and some people aren't going to come with you. Some people are going to hate on you. Some people are going to try to sabotage you before you even sabotage yourself. You're going to put self-doubt in your brain, wonder why you're doing this, thinking that you don't look so bad. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for the propaganda. Don't fall for it. You will not get an ED. I promise you. I promise you. You won't get an ED. Losing weight is fun. Okay. Losing weight, you won't get an ED. They want you to believe that, oh my God, 10K steps and watching your calories, it just means ED. No, bitch. Don't fall for it. Please, y'all, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Let me get off that Apple box. Apple box. I was in production and they used to call like the little steps they stand on Apple boxes. I meant soapbox. Soapbox. I miss production. Ugh. I'm 5'10", down 50 pounds. I'm still losing, leveling up. I started walking with the weight vest. That's a good weight vest. Yes. I felt stronger after only 1 week. Yup. I'm looking forward to seeing tone and losing 5 to 10 more pounds of fat. Love that for you. I love that you said losing pounds of fat, because waiting, I could pee and lose weight. I want to lose fat. I did carnivore for a while. It helped me with all my IBS issues, but fasting has a similar effect. Yes, no, let me tell you something. Carnivore, absolutely, it'll work. It'll work because all Americans suffer from sugar and high inflammation. High sugar, high inflammation. That's it, that's all. If you could remedy those two things without having to make meat your alpha and omega, you're going to do just fine. Okay. She said it, not me. Poultry is bad because it's for one, it's a hormonal meat. It's one of the most hormonal meats you'll have. If you have fibroids or hormonal issues, you have to stop eating chicken. You really do, because you'll eat it and you're just feeding estrogen into your body. You have to find meats and or poultry that says no added hormones. If you get one and it doesn't say that, hormones are added. And I remember it being called the dirty bird just because of how easily it gets sick and how pumped up and how they're raised, that it's just not a clean source of I know it's lean, but it's not necessarily clean. Okay. If y'all want to have poultry, if you guys want to eat meat, and especially if you're doing carnivore, all the carnivore gurus are going to tell you this, including Dr. Berg, which I heard it from him first. You have to eat clean meat. You need to eat clean meat. If you're going to live off meat, it has to be clean. No antibiotics, organic, farm raised, no, not farm raised, grass fed. Okay. It has to be lean and clean. You can't be going to wherever the hell and getting whatever the hell is on sale. Don't do that. If you're going to do it right. But yeah, like I can't imagine building my cells of my body with a whole bunch of meat. No. Bean salad, yeah, I eat the bean salads. I made a pot of stew peas, vegan stew peas. And if you don't know what stew peas is, go on Pinterest. Stew peas is my favorite Jamaican dish. It is traditionally made with pigtail, okay? But my mom usually made it with smoked turkey necks. When I was plant-based vegan, Whole Foods plant-based vegan, I used to just have it without any meat, basically red beans in a stock with coconut milk, stewed down with herbs and spices. I was so proud of myself. I made the spinners. You put like, they call it spinners, like dumplings, and you roll it and you drop it in. It was so good, y'all. I've been really on a bean kick, and I mainly like make it for my kids because they don't eat meat. That's their dad's option. I just go along with it. Fine. They eat fish though. They have fish. So I'm always looking for vegetarian recipes. I'm happy that my favorite meal came out wonderful. I have so much in the fridge. I'm gonna bring it to work tomorrow, bro. And it's so filling. I had a bowl of it like at 4:45 or so. I'm still so full. It's 7:47. I'm full. Fiber. Okay. Yes, I know you can achieve the same thing with just meat and fats. I get it. But guess what? Tomorrow I'm going to wake up and have the most beautiful bowel movement. And I'm going to decrease not only clogged pores and such and toxins, I'm also decreasing excess estrogens floating around that I need to remove anyway. I'm removing inflammation. I'm blocking blood sugar spikes from any fruits I'm having because when you have fiber, it slows down the absorption of sugar. Fiber. Yeah. Yeah. Your dream physique is on the way thanks to ADF and resistance. I love that for you. Veganism seems cultish. Anything that, like, if you say, and they pounce, beware. Beware. Okay? Anything where if you say, if you're cutting out food groups, for one, because the things about cults is usually they're extreme. And some people will say fasting is a cult. And anybody that tries to knock it, we pounce on them. I know personally, fasting is not for everybody. And I'm okay with that. I'm more of a person that, like, if it doesn't work for you, move on to the next. But when it comes to diet, I wholeheartedly believe that everything on this land, grains, fruits, vegetables, and meat were put here for us to consume. When it comes to things like carnivore, it doesn't make sense because literally, if I throw a stone across the Atlantic, people don't need to do this. And then they hit you with, oh, our ancestors, we used to forage and turkeys, and we used to hunt like hunter-gatherer. Calm down, Jerry. Okay? Because if I look in France right now, all these people are nice and thin. They look healthy as hell. And they're eating baguettes, croissants, cafe au laits, and eating at 8 p.m. And they don't seem to have the same issues Americans are having. So, what is going on over here that's not happening in France, in Italy, in Asia, where it's all like carbohydrate based? What did you say, Jerry? Jerry, I can't hear you, Jerry. Uh, Jerry got cut off. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So instead of completely cutting off food groups, start if you really want to go carnivore, start it and then introduce little things one at a time. A lot of the times, y'all have so many triggers in your diet and you don't even know what's bothering you. So if you want to add, hey, okay, I've been carnivore for this long, I'm going to introduce quinoa. How does this treat me? Am I bloated? Da, 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 da. Okay, no, my body didn't like that. I'll take that away. I'm going to introduce a banana. Does my body like banana? Oh, no, 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 banana. Just like that. Or you could get a GI map. Y'all be doing too much. Y'all just be doing too damn much. Like, fasting, that's a centuries old practice from 19 long. That's a quote. But no, it's a centuries old practice. You know it's not? Carnivore. It's not. It's not. It's not. Nice try, Jerry. He wants to be one of the girlies. Was it harder to tap into your femininity when you were fluffier? Absolutely. Was it harder? Okay. You know what? No, it wasn't now that I think about it. There comes a point where you have to fake it sometimes in order to make it. And I was at 252 doing my best to just be girly, at least on the exterior. Because when you do start wearing dresses, wearing skirts, maybe some florals and some colors, I don't think women understand enough how important their inner child is. And sometimes I say inner child and I feel like a lot of y'all just like clock out. Whether you acknowledge her or not, she lives. So it's better to acknowledge her than to not, because more than likely, if your life is in shambles, the little girl in you has gone through some things and you're still putting her through some things. When you do feminine things, you are catering to her. And she deserves it. Right now, there's like a bag charm trend. And I love to see it. To be honest, I love to see it. Everybody's hunting for Labubus. People are opening blind boxes. The people have gone like crazy. It's like millennial beanie babies. Okay? But it makes me smile because the people are excited over small things. And a lot of people say it's a recession indicator, the lipstick theory in times of recession. Fine. But you should see the joy it sparks when these people open this plastic and see what's inside. Those are the things that caters to your inner child. And for women to really feel feminine, you have to acknowledge her. She's Your inner child is going to like ruffles. She's going to like whatever you like from ages 8 to 12. That's what you should be doing. Whatever you liked. Whatever you liked. If you loved purple and all of a sudden you stopped liking purple when you maybe got to college or something, reintroduce purple. Ruffles, Barbie, platform boots. I don't know. If you liked putting stickers on your notebook, do that again. Women, especially Black women, because I'm a Black woman and I can only speak for my community, myself, and my experience. We're too hard. Everything is so serious, we have to stick up our butt. If somebody comes over to start flirting with us, we got the stone face. Radiate joy. It's time to start radiating joy. I know it was annoying to hear somebody say, you walking down the street, minding your own business, and, girl, you should smile. They're right. They're right. You don't have to smile for them, but it's a reminder. Life ain't that bad. Life is not that bad. Life is not that bad. So the more that you can tap into that little girl and what she likes, your femininity is going to blossom. It's going to blossom. Go to the botanical garden. Go check out the tulips. Go to the roller rink. Go skating. You don't always have to all this shit, the nails, the jewelry, makeup, all that does not make a woman. That's why transgenders look so amazing, because we've got looking like a woman on packed. How do we feel like a woman? Okay? How do we feel? It's all a state of being. Lighten up. And if your life is that rough where lightening up is just not an option, things have to change, because you will die quickly. I promise you. Living in chronic stress, you will die very soon, because nothing is killing women of color faster than chronic stress. So if you don't learn how to lighten up and live with gratefulness and gratitude, which makes life's woes not that bad, I'll pray for you. I'll really pray for you. You have to lighten up. And you have to let go. The control, highly masculine. Highly masculine. I'm not going to be like, oh, you need to detach. That's not easy. It's not easy. We're so used to being in control. But when I realized that I'll be okay either way, it got easier. Whether this relationship works out or not, I'm going to be okay. Whether I make this full payment or not, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay either way. And that helped so much. So, no, it was not harder to tap into my femininity when I was fluffier, because I like kitty shit. And doing kitty shit really helps me in my femininity. Can we do workouts together with you online? Girl, no. Girl, if you see an areola, I'm going to be mad. Something will just pop out for no reason. Can you give us a rundown of your skincare routine and which foundation, skin makeup you use? Okay, this is one of the rare days I'm wearing some foundation. My skincare routine is what's it called? Urban Skin RX. Urban Skin RX, their vitamin C line. Been using it for over a year and a half now. I have nothing but positive things to say, especially the vitamin C wash and the vitamin C serum. Okay. And As far as my foundation, a lot of the times when you see me, I'm just wearing concealer. I don't know what got into me today. I decided to put on foundation. The foundation I'm wearing today is the Ilia complexion stick, and I wear color 33N Palm. I'm a neutral undertone girl. So if you like Fenty Skin Tint 17, Fenty Foundation 385, Danessa Myricks 8.5, we're shade twins. My makeup, I don't wear a lot of makeup. I have a big face. If you have a big face, you don't need a lot of makeup. Whenever I wear a lot of makeup, I look like a man. It's always going to be light for me. When you have strong features, don't wear a lot of makeup. It's not necessary. People are paying to have features like you. So I have high cheekbones. I have a strong jaw. I don't do too much. I always put on a liner, 15 coats of mascara, always have a lip on. Oh, I don't leave the house without a lip. That's my standard for my, don't leave the house without a lip. I love me a liner and a matte lip combo. That's it, that's all. So Urban Skin RX. I do get oily quickly though. I can't fight that. Here. Example of a feminine morning routine. I'll be honest, I have not gotten that down yet. I will wake up the very last minute, and I wish when I don't know if you know, but I have Lyme disease. I hope I don't have it anymore because I did the round of antibiotics and she caught it in the early stage. So I have to go back and get tested. I used to wake up, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning and do my 30-minute walks on the incline treadmill. When I tell you I was snitched, because that 30-minute walk was the fat burn walk. And then I did my lunchtime walk, which is an hour. And then after dinner, I did my digestion walk. Those 3 walks, I had the light beaming through my legs. Okay. And that's a flex for me personally. But now with this Lyme disease, I suffer from insomnia, which means I can't go to bed at a decent hour. And then I suffer from constant fatigue, which means I can't wake up at a decent hour. So right now, I am not doing well on any kind of morning routine. I'm lucky if I'm able to leave my bed at a decent hour. When I have my boys, I have to drag myself out of my sleep and hurry up and pop a Vyvanse, which I take Vyvanse. They are, for me personally, I was prescribed it for binge eating disorder, but I use it for ADHD. It's the only thing that will keep me alive at this point. And I know I'm laughing because it's an exaggeration, but not really. I'm fatiguely dying. Like the exhaustion, if I could bed rot, I would. And it's not easy. It's not easy. You remember Yolanda from Housewives of Beverly Hills and how she had IVs and she was with David Foster at the time and he left her child. She was going to the hospital every minute. I'm not that far. I don't know what stage she was at. But I get it. It's not fun. It's not fun. And everything is a chore. Everything is a chore. I do my best and I work off the stimulant as long as it'll allow me to. Sorry, I couldn't help with the better answer for that. You want pretty shoulders like mine? Thanks. That's really sweet of you to say. I told y'all I sneeze and gain muscle. 3 pounds is all I can manage up top because I look like Rosie the Ripper. If you are pear-shaped, do upper body. If you are inverted triangle shape, do heavy lower body. If you are ruler shape, you don't need heavy weights. You don't. You could use moderate to light weights. Actually, use light weights or body weight. If you said that you are not on ADF anymore, how are you planning on keeping on losing weight? So I did describe that, portion control. Will you be depending on the ADHD med? I depend on it anyways. I've been on it I've been on it since 2021. So yeah, since 2021. Since January 2021, I was prescribed Vyvanse. It has changed my life for the better. And at work, I am so focused. I am so in tuned. I don't need dopamine hits from my phone. I don't need to depend on caffeine. I'm a better mom on Vyvanse because it increases my patience. Vyvanse for president. A lot of people have ADHD and don't know it and are thinking that they are not good people. Why is it easy for some and not them? How come they could focus and power through life? And mind you, they have a whole mental disorder this whole time. So if you feel like you might have ADHD, I would talk to my physician about it. Maybe they could guide you in the right place. Vyvanse changed my life for the better, for the better, for the better. Actually, I think because of it, I was able to successfully run and manage this YouTube channel, to be honest. It gives me wings. It gives me wings. Can resistance bands reduce traps too? Just bought weighted ones. It's not that what you need to do to reduce large traps, you have to fix your anterior pelvic tilt. If you are walking like a duck, you're gonna have weak traps, weak lower traps, because up here is doing all the work that down lower traps should be doing because you're standing like a duck. And I did a TikTok video on this, damn near 4 million views. Everybody in the comments was like, wow, that's why my traps hurt. That's why my traps are so big. That's why my back hurts. That's why, okay, you have to fix your anterior pelvic tilt. Fix your anterior pelvic tilt. You are shaped like this. You need to be shaped like this. Google it. Google it. Chat GPT it. Started ADF today. When is the best time to work out? When you have energy. When you have energy. On fast days, I would just walk. Anytime you can walk, walk. If you have a walking pad, walk in front of the TV. If you have a sunny day, walk. If you have a dog, walk. Walk. On feast days, you're able to do something a little bit more rigorous. Okay? Whenever you have energy and your life works with it, that's when you should be working out. Come on here. Okay. Okay, something like that. I have been doing the Tiffany plate on my feast day. I saw it on TikTok. I don't gain, and I continue to lose after my fast. Have you heard of it? I have heard of the Tiffany plate, but I haven't looked into what it is. What is it, like some a Lunchable of some sort? I think it's like a array of different things. Also, can you have coconut water on fast days? No. No. Thank you, PG. I appreciate you. My locks look so beautiful. Thank you. They're growing. They're growing. Not damn fast enough. But you see, this is where gratitude comes in because it's longer than it was in January. If you look back at my January video, which I reposted one in the post tabs, I was watching that video. I was like, damn, I am good. If I wasn't me, I would follow me because I was preaching in that video. That was the how I lost 12 pounds in 14 days video. I love that video, but my hair was so short. I was like, oh, she is growing. Thank you. I drank 2 big glasses of prune juice with lemon last night and did nothing for bowel movements. You're gonna need some water on top of that, hun. Young lady, you are beautiful. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for being you. I appreciate you. Keys to Locks. That's a cool name. Colleen, one day I had a hard day. I went and bought those sugar-free ice breakers mints and a Coke Zero. I got there and I remembered I could have a black coffee. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is, you chew gum. You don't turn to a donut. Proud of you. Proud of you. Proud of you. What do you think of dating coach Anwar? Anwar for president. Anwar. I have been following Anwar for over 2 years now. Not just because he gives dating advice. You ever been in the presence of somebody that you could tell is just such a warm spirit? He is a warm spirit. Like I put him on, the fun, you know what's fun? You want to see what I was watching? This was the last video I was watching.
He's not focused on you.
Right before I came on here.
Very important.
I was listening to him. He's like a friend. He's a Cancer. I tell y'all, water signs give the best advice. Water signs give the best advice. Why? Because we've been through it all. For no reason. Just living and existing. We've been through it all and we know. Hard knock life. I'm a Scorpio. And yeah, Anwar for president. I'm so proud of him. He's come so far. He just did a interview with Jessie Woo. Please go watch it. It's about dating for Christian women. Chef's kiss. He needed to tell the girls them because actually it was him. Anwar introduced me to Jennifer Arnice, who is the creator of the Black Mother Wound podcast, which in turn led me to understand reparenting and healing the inner child. And it was just a beautiful connection. In Anwar we trust. In Anwar we trust. They can never make me hate him. He deserves all the monies. I found you today through your ADF videos. I just got done my first ADF and your video encouraged me to continue on this. Thank you. You look fat. Good job, Rixie. I'm very proud of you. The first fast is very exciting. It lets you know that you can do it and you didn't die. When I did my first fast and I woke up the next day, I was like, I'm alive. Yeah, you did not die. You didn't die. I really thought I thought I was going to get deleted. I was like, there's no way somebody really goes a whole day without eating. When I did my first 36-hour fast, I really didn't think I was going to live. It never occurred to me that people go a whole day without eating. And now I eat those. It's so funny because I was like, oh my God, am I really going to do this? I'm really, because it was getting to 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. I didn't sabotage myself yet. I'm really going to go the whole day without eating. Oh my God, no, this is the time where I usually mess it up. I didn't mess it up. And I woke up the next day and I got to eat. I wasn't even all that hungry. I was so amazed. So the first 36-hour fast is a big deal. Congrats. I would love if you made more what I eat in a day a week. I don't even care if the food is repeated. Watching consistency is comforting for me. Y'all, the way I would love to vlog again and have no interest in editing. I have footage from February, March that I need to edit, and I have no interest. I don't even know what I'm talking about in most of them. I'm trying on clothes. I don't know. I just want to sit and talk. This is all I can muster up. The Lyme disease, Just have no interest in editing. I just said, as a Sagittarius, guilty. I'm a Sag rising. So yeah, I get it. Direct. I'm very Sag rising. I actually relate more to my Sag rising than I do my Scorpio. Because they were saying all these things about Scorpio, and I'm like, I don't feel or see any of this. I'm not mysterious. I'm actually very loud and the life of the party. I go to the club and I be in the middle of the dance floor, just fling it up on the left. Just a whole bunch of nonsense. And I'm athletically built, and they were like, oh, Scorpios are petite and they have bushy eyebrows. A whole horse, a whole stallion right here. It's my Sagittarius just rising. I had a friend who told me I am full of drama because I told her something at job and just ups and down in life. Darn people just talking, but do not feel like I am full of drama. When it comes to people that you're not close to, you just got to leave them alone. You have to mind your business. Unless they have spinach in their teeth, leave them alone. Am I a Shira 7 fan? I yeah, I am actually. I like Shira Seven's delivery. I like that she don't play around. It's, yeah, I do actually. And she's a Pisces. Tell it. She's a Pisces. Water signs, boy. Water signs. They give the best advice. Shira 7. Um The reason I hesitated is because I genuinely believe in love. There's nobody in the world that could ever make me bitter enough to not want to date, not want to be in a long-term relationship, not want to marry, give up on men. It'll never happen. I am not a lesbian. I enjoy D. I enjoy deep connection with men, and one bad apple will never ruin the bunch. I know there are good men out there. I am wholeheartedly sure that I will meet my person one day, and our values don't align in that sense. She she it looks like she gave up on love and just got what she could out of it, especially since the way she met her husband was under scandal anyway. So it makes sense that she feels that way. She gets what she can and lives a great life because of it and teaches others. So in that sense, we differ. I wanted to fall for the use men, get what you can out of. I can't. I'm a lover girl. I'm too deep. I am too deep to be shallow. It'll never happen. So in that sense, that's where we differ. But I like her delivery. I hardly ever disagree with her, to be honest. Get rid of these long ass lashes. Put away the lace fronts. Cut the nails. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like women are doing their beauty an injustice by adding all these frivolous femininity add-ons. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. And then, you know, a lot of men are like, we don't like that. And to spite men, they add more. So I'm just not like on that train. I'm not appeasing anyone, but I just know what femininity looks like for me. And I agree with her on a lot of them things. I do. I do. Like right now, my hair is short. I don't feel very feminine, to be honest. To be honest, I don't feel in my most feminine. I want hair gliding over my eyes, cascading over my shoulders, whipping it into a ponytail. That's just me. I I feel more feminine that way. Are there women that looks glorious with short hair and pixie? Absolutely. But I'm trying. I I know it's not in my best interest when looking for a partner. Because if you look masculine, if you are showcasing masculine, if you have masculine traits, guess what you're going to attract? A feminine man. A feminine man. No, thank you. No, thanks. I'm reading a book about mind of a fat person versus thin person. That's interesting. What is the name of it? Fearing success is so crazy. Let me go ahead and tackle this. Oh, yeah. And it all happened in your childhood, to be honest. You have to literally stop and tell little you, you're doing well. It's okay. You are safe. I believe in you. Like, you have to speak life into her because you're not speaking it into yourself. So you have to almost separate. You have to be two. It's the only way it'll work because you gave up on yourself. But you have to think of your little self as like a daughter. If you had a niece, if you had a goddaughter, if you had a baby, how would you speak to her? That's how you need to treat little you. You speak life into her. You also give her gentle discipline. You also give her time to play. You give her a bedtime, a mealtime. Like, you treat yourself how you would treat a baby girl. Lovingly, cautiously, but firmly. You understand? Because we're used to sabotaging our success. We have all the energy for somebody else's life and career and being a cheerleader for them, but we don't have it for ourselves. Make it make sense. That's sabotage if I ever seen it. I'm so excited that I'll only get smaller and smaller. Here for it. Here for it. Me too, actually. I don't know when it'll happen because, when you go the traditional route, it's more of a slower process. But I'm excited as well because I want this tummy tuck. No, you haven't heard it here first. When I'm finished, I'm getting my tummy tuck. You heard it here. Not looking to be in the good enough club, need to get to fire. I need you to too, because a lot of y'all have never seen fire. And even if you've been thin your entire life, right? Which I don't assume you would be on my weight loss page channel with thin issues, but you could have always gotten fit as F, okay? There's some thin people, I know so many thin people that don't go to the gym. And in my head, I'm like, damn, do you know how fire you would be if you went to the gym and really like built muscle? They would look so good. You could get thin and still look whack. It's the only word I could think of. You could look whack. And I've seen women that, don't even lose weight and just go to the gym and get fine. The gym, being fit is definitely a flex. Being fit and thin is the flex. You fit should really be the goal. Because when we think of like a smaller body, we usually think of a healthy, fit, strong body. Not just like, a noodle. This is so timely. I desire to be obsessed with myself and allow this excess to just fall off. This is a timely live. Need more output, less input. Amen. Because if you're doing too much of this, too much talking means less action. That's why it's important to move in silence. Not just because the haters are watching, the ops don't want you. No, because the more you chat, the more you feel like you're getting done, the more you feel success, but you haven't done shit, to be honest. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, I'm going to school and yeah, I'm going for my master's, and they'll talk. Meanwhile, they haven't even signed up for classes yet. But they feel good just thinking and talking and saying it out loud. You go back in 3 months, you ask them, oh, how's school going? Oh, I haven't enrolled yet, but Stop the chatting, start the doing. Work underground and then pop up with your degree and a hat on your head talking about I'm about to walk across the stage. That's how you work. Don't even worry about, oh, the ops and the haters don't want to see you great. You don't want to see you great because you're over here chatting and not moving. Stop the chatting. Work underground and pop up for light when you are done. When you're done. When you're done. If you are going for that nursing degree, if you are starting the business, if you are building the body, work underground and come up for air when you're done. Y'all getting too much validation over chat. You want to hear somebody say, "Oh my God, that's so awesome. I can't believe it. That's amazing." Whole time you haven't even signed up yet. Would you recommend to be on ADHD med that you were on? Please be honest, as I wanted to be successful like you. Excuse me. I can't make that recommendation, to be honest. That would have to be up to a medical professional. She made that recommendation for me. When I went into her office, she was concerned with my weight and my inflammation. And I told her my eating habits. And she asked me one question. She said, "Does it seem like you have binge eating? Like, do you feel like you binge eat?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." And she was like, "You know what? They have a medication for that." And that was that. I was very nervous. I was very scared because putting my appetite in the hands of a prescription felt out of my control. And I told you, I like being in control. But thank God I gave it to God. And the rest was history. So you would really have to bring that up with your medical professional. Okay. Wow, I'm wondering if that's why I stay big and fat. It's okay, I'm losing it. As long as you're losing, you're on your way. The ride could take a little longer as long as it's going forward. You know, sometimes you have little pit stops, you make restroom breaks, but get back in the car and keep driving. Have you ever done or would you do a fresh juice fast? I have done one. I would not recommend it. I would not recommend a fresh juice fast. If you want to know why, I would highly recommend just doing a fast, period. Fresh juice fasts will trigger your insulin response, thus have you a painful time getting through a juice fast. It's better if you dry fast, to be honest. I want to be a size 10. I'm 6 feet and I've been a size 16, 20 for decades and I'm over it. Yeah. Size 10s are when I was like, oh, I'm getting somewhere. When I was a size 8, which I'm currently, I was like, okay, I could really play around here. Like I could shop anywhere now. Size 8 is when I was like, I can shop anywhere. And not to say that you can't do that with anything, but like anywhere. Like I went into Rainbow and I was looking around because Rainbow used to be my scary store. Rainbow used to like be my scary store. If you know Rainbow, you know. And not the plus size section, the regular size section where it's just small, medium, large. And the large was just like a oversized medium. Ciao. I went into Rainbow the other day. I was looking around. I was like, oh, that would be cute. That would be cute. Oh, I could wear that in the house. Oh, that'd be cute on vacation. I was having a ball in Rainbow. Rainbow like runs on China sizes, in my opinion. If you can wear China sizes, you're doing well in life. Small, medium, large, you're doing well. Nobody says they want to be a size 20 unless they're a size 40. Nobody says they want to be a size 20. You want to just skip all those and get to a size 16. 16 is when you could speak out loud. Damn, I missed a lot. I hate to rush my year away, but I go to bed early on fast days. Yeah, as you should. It's the best time machine. Mediocrity is just ridiculously lazy, giving my best the same way I've done for others. Yes, yes, yes. Mediocrity is ridiculously lazy. And it makes me mad because so many of y'all want to be the dream body girl. You do not want to be good enough girl. But because it requires a different level of effort, you're fine being the good enough girl. And this could apply to many things in life. This can be. And it's not to say you need to obtain. But if this is something you really want, like it's something that you've dreamt of, like you could taste it, why wouldn't you do that for yourself? And it's possible. It's not like you need some crazy methods or, mass amounts of money or connections to the inner circle. You could do it, but it takes a little bit of effort every single day. Can I please save this live? I always save my lives. I might cut it down and put it up as a short again. Not a short, as a regular video. I do like that. But YouTube was playing games, putting ED, what is it? Disclaimers on my video. Don't play with me. I don't do EDs over here. And then I try to appeal it. They like, oh no, we're going with. I will smack. I don't promote any eating disorders over here. I promote solutions. Don't play with me, YouTube. How dare you? Yeah. Colleen, men follow you around outside because you look great. No. But I do get a lot of looks. You have to understand that I'm 5'10". I look as athletic as you think I am. I'm attractive. I have locks in my head. I get a lot of looks. From all sorts of men. Black, white, Spanish. Hell, even Indian, to be honest. But the thing about me is that I look intimidating. Strong jaw, tall, and I have like a regal essence. Every time, I will admit I'm bougie. I like nice things, and I like nice things. I wear nice things. I look like I like nice things. So they could look, but they don't really. I'm in North Bubblefuck, so it's not like the options are plentiful. I live in Orange County, New York. Where I have been playing around dating wise is New Jersey. I like the New Jersey crowd. So all of my dibbling and dabbling in dating has been in New Jersey. I like Jersey men. Not I like Jersey guys. Is it better to exercise in the morning or evening before bed? That is completely lifestyle based. I would say it's better to exercise in the morning, get that blood sugar down as much as you can. Yeah, I would say morning. ED is not erectile dysfunction, it's eating disorder. You're so cute. How to deal with excess skin after weight loss? Cut it off. That's the only thing you can do. I'm so sorry. If you have excessive loose skin after weight loss, you will cut it off. You will either live with it or cut it off. You can massage, you could dermaplane, you can derma roll with needles, and you could do all of that. It'll never look smooth. It'll never tighten. It's just so. Thank you guys. Um, hi, hi, Thalise. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's really late. How about tuna? Tuna, you can maybe have it 2 times a week. Be careful with tuna. Black chicken, that's interesting. I keep hearing about this high sugar fasting. I have to look into that. Even though I'm like opposed to diets, period, like I don't encourage diets because that's also another relationship you're building with food. Like, Lord have mercy. When y'all go on there learn? But I love learning about all the different types of diets because I'm just interested in health and wellness news, period. I don't like diets because it just builds this unhealthy relationship with food. It gives food a pedestal it doesn't deserve. And that's why I will never like, yeah, this diet is, and that diet is. Whole foods will never do you wrong. As long as it doesn't come in a package, you are doing fine. Have the tomatoes, have the potatoes, shop around the perimeter of the market, plant what you can't, like, you can't go wrong with whole foods. Okay? As unprocessed as possible. Your body will always recognize it. If it's recognizable to your body, it knows what to do with it, right? Um, I'm gonna look into that high sugar fasting and see what that's about. Soup is awesome. Soup is awesome. I can live off soup for the rest of my life and be okay. That's that neurodivergent. Like, we could eat something until we are sick of it, and I'm usually never sick of it. I've been eating beef and broccoli with white rice since I was 9. That's my go-to Chinese order. I'm 35. I don't, I just, I've played around with the chicken. I don't like the texture. I've played around with the shrimp. They give you too few. It's always beef and broccoli for me. I like how lean, it's tender, it's flavorful. It plays well with the brown sauce. White rice, rice is life. Okay, Jamaicans be like. And you know, me and soups, beans, stews, live off that forever. I wish ramen had no calories. I would eat ramen every day. It's the most inflammatory food you could eat. I would eat ramen every single day. Yes, plant-based foods are very inexpensive. Rose said, "Good evening, skinny queens." Round of applause for the skinny queen them. Please, y'all, can you hit the like button for me? I would really appreciate that, just to pick up some virality after being off for 2 weeks. And all the replayers, make sure you leave a comment and or even an emoji just to get the engagement up. Highly appreciate you. I'm trying to be big. I know I have like over 100K, but the views just don't match. And I'm trying to be kind of famous. I don't know why. It's just like, I feel like I want my views and my subscribership to match. But because I do lives and they don't promote lives like that, it's just like, I'm not at my full potential. Self-sabotage. What will it look like if Colleen becomes successful at YouTube and famous? Oh no, I'll have to become uncomfortable. You see? You see? In my own way. I could edit. Do I have time to edit? Yes. Do I want to edit? No. It's too much goodness. Well, who would I become if I edit and become famous and amazing and make people like double happy? Too much effort. You see how we stand on our own ways? Y'all just hit the like button for me and pray for me. I went to get blood tested this weekend. I'm going to try the blood type eating diet. There you go. Another one and another. I feel like I have to write them down now. Sugar fasting, blood type. Hi, Queen of the South. Big hugs to you. Just be summertime fine. You know, I love me some Queen, y'all. This is my ride or die, longtime sweetheart. Why am I grabbing my chest? Am I okay? Colleen, do you have a playlist song that makes you feel good or exercise too? Right now, when I'm in the gym, I have a song on repeat only because I do the most amazing reps to it. And the song is Timeless by The Weeknd. That's the only song I'm doing lifting to because it is the perfect rep tempo. But I don't really have a playlist. I like anything upbeat. I don't like slow music. That's why I never really like got into Drake like that. And the songs that I do like by Drake are upbeat. They gotta be upbeat. I don't do slow singing and flower bringing. Much better than overseas. I could see that. Health wise, I wouldn't say that. Overseas got it locked. Health wise, overseas is doing much better. We're doing well in other ways, opportunities, you know, economic equality and such. You can only work. The thing about in America is you can work as hard as you want to and reap the benefits. Anywhere you are right now is where you deserve to be, financially, body wise, academically. Anywhere you are right now is where you deserve to be. If you put in more, you'll get more. If you put in less, you'll get less. And that's the thing about America. The more you put in, the more you get out. And I'm not mad at it. All right, I gotta wrap this up. Hello, Kitty and Lisa Frank. Lisa Frank for president. Gardening is a way to tap in to see something you planted grow barefoot. Yes, women and gardening goes beautifully together. It is such a nurturing hobby that it is literally inherent within us, like, because we're creators. Women should be creating, which means doing it out of joy, not being productive, which is doing it out of rewards. Okay. Rewards mean you do something in order to deserve. Don't do that. You deserve it because you have value, not because you did something to earn value. Okay? All right. Colleen, you have lovely skin. Thank you so much. Thank you. You look great. I like when you walk and talk. Yeah, I need to set up my walk and talk again, huh? I do. I set up my walking pad so I don't put it away anymore in my corner. I'm gonna do my walk and talk again. Collagen and okra water, I drink it and it helps my skin. That okra water is doing something else, honey. Woo! No, sorry. That's the Scorpio. Your fave nurse. Yes, I'm walking around the garden as I watch. Strawberries are starting to blush. Watch out for them groundhogs. They're so wicked. Groundhogs been eating up people's lettuce and tomatoes. I take Adderall every once in a while. It gets rid of your appetite. Yes, any stimulant will get rid of your appetite. Okay? Any stimulant will get rid of your appetite. If you have ADHD, a stimulant will bring you to normal. So a lot of people who don't have ADHD won't understand that. They'll just get the appetite suppression. But when you have ADHD, something like Adderall or Vyvanse is going to bring you up to the level of a neurotypical because we have a dopamine deficit. So things that are inherently easier for others, such as focus, concentration, follow through, routine, is not easy for us. It's not. Do you recommend heavy weights for pear shape? Yeah. I think all women should be lifting heavy for their lower body. As heavy as you can go. When I say heavy, I don't mean like powerlifting and bodybuilding. That's not necessary. And for one, if you're doing ADF, you can't do that. You can't powerlift because you're going to need a certain amount of calories that you're just not getting during ADF. But everybody should be doing it just for bone density purposes, and shaping. Muscle is always going to be better than fat. I'm apple shaped and carry a lot of weight in my upper body. So yes, focus on lower body. Lower body. Lower body. What is the name of my walking pad? I got it from Costway. I don't know. They sent it to me and it's been great. But I think the value was at least $200. It was $199. Are you a fan of mini steppers? Are they equal to walking? Yes, they are. They're really good. I don't necessarily want to climb, so whatever feels better on your joints. I prefer walking. It's easy to do. I could scroll TikTok. You could do a mini stepper as well, as long as it's quality. Walking pad or stepper, ensure it's quality. Do not cheap out. Do not cheap out. The only time it should be cheap is if it's on a mega sale. But don't look at those $89 ones and be like, let's invest in a really good one and it'll last you long. If you get a cheap one, you'll be replacing it sooner than later. You heard it here first. How long do you think it'll take to lose 45 pounds and how many milligrams of vitamin? I have no idea how long it'll take for you. Depends on if you're doing fasting, what your foods look like. I take 40 milligrams. That's my sweet spot. I started at 20, went up to 30, ended up at 40. Felt like 40 was like a little too strong, went back to 30. It's too weak, stayed at 40. So I've been on 40 for over a year and a half. You've had locks since 2006. Oh, shawty, you draping. I know you are. Cancer gang, mothers of the zodiac, Scorpios go deep, Pisces take you higher. Gang mothers of the zodiac. Interesting. Cancers are the mothers of the zodiac. Cancers, the only thing bad you could say about a Cancer, because they are really especially Cancer women, the only thing bad you could say about a Cancer woman is that they're moody. Other than that, they're nurturing, they're loving, they're sweet, they're tender, they usually could cook. I have nothing bad to say about Cancer women. They are so forgiving to a fault. They're too loving. They have some insecurities. And I find Cancer women to be the ones that go too far with surgeries. I don't know what it is about Cancer women and insecurities, but it's easy. It's like I I don't know. They could have the best home life. They could grow up with both parents. They could be secure in all their. They have so many insecurities, especially around looks. They'll be getting the most fillers. They'll be taking surgeries too far. They'll get all the ribs removed. They'll lighten their skin. They'll put on all the extension. I don't know what it is. They go too far with enhancements, and I don't know why, because they're beautiful souls. So if you're a Cancer, let me know. That's what I found and noticed and observed. But that's just me. Other than that, they're just moody. That's it. Little crabby. Okay, I gotta start getting to the end of this. Oh my God, it's 2 hours. I gotta go. How did you handle fasting on your period? I didn't. No, I'm just joking. Go to Dr. Mindy Peltz. She'll tell you all about fasting on your period. Ugh. Fast like a girl. Okay, get you that. Not slim thick, but slim whack. Yeah. You look really good. Thank you. How much till your goal? I'm looking to lose at least another 15. Okay. And I know somebody's going to be like, you look so good now. You don't need. Silence. Thank you. I promise you, I'm not going to look gaunt. I promise you, I'm not going to look crazy. I'm going to just look like an otherworldly being. Other than that, you don't have to worry. I'm going to look wild amazing. Okay. I'm already getting model allegations. I'm so shocked. At work, they have to be very careful how they're talking to me. The menses have to be very careful in how they say things around me, because it's work. They know they'll catch a case. But just losing the 20 pounds, so going from 190 to 170, interactions have been so different. I feel so free in how I move now, because like I'm unlocking thin privilege. Thin privilege is real. It's not blessed upon you. It's not bestowed upon you. It's like it's an energy that's given to you without speaking too loud. That's why when people say people treat me different after I lost weight, that's the thin privilege kicking in. That being treated different is the thin privilege kicking in. Don't forget that. People just are so much more. How would I even describe it? I'm speaking mainly from my interactions with men, because that's who I see the difference with most. I don't even know how to describe. It's just different. And I know some people will be like, oh, it's just your energy. I don't give a damn about these people. I really don't. But all of a sudden, something has changed. People who paid me no mind all of a sudden are trying to help me, strike up small talk. When Bill starts making small talk with you, why are you here? All of a sudden, it's like, huh. Bill never made small talk with me before. It's interesting. And then Bill, all of a sudden you're talking to Bill. Bill says, hey, would you like to go to a gala? My company's and then all of a sudden you're in a different space. And your social just changes. Then privilege is the way to social climb. And I'm not opposed to social climbing, because I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart. I'm meant to be elite. I will not apologize for that. I am supposed to be around nobility, um, the highest of echelons, and highfalutins. I wish I had went to college. I wish I had the opportunity to go to like a HBCU or even a PWI, because I would have done great in networking and being around crowds that were highfalutin. I like the Kentucky Derbies, and I like the Monacos. I enjoy the galas, and I like white tablecloths. I want to be on, like, it feels good for me. I have a Capricorn stellium. We like nice things. So if you feel like that, you need to lose weight. If you are bad and bougie and you're not thin, get it together. Get it together. If you are bad and bougie and you are not thin, you are missing a part of life that you deserve. And I don't care what they say. They can never make me feel bad about wanting to improve my life. Because guess what? The woman's fastest way to get rich, and I agree with Shira with this, is to marry it. Is to marry it. The problem is people are marrying people that they don't like, people that are horrible, assholes. Um, but yeah, you can marry up. You really can and be well off. I got to go. It's never too late to get your ticket, girl. I know. And on this note, we'll end it here. But thank you all so much for tuning in. This was a nice warm up back into lives. Every Monday, your triple Capricorn, Lord have mercy. I know you need elite things. Let me tell you something about them earth signs. Don't get me started. Chef's kiss. They like very nice things. Earth signs and nice things go hand in hand. But I will see you guys in another live. Every Monday is going to be a new live. Don't forget to check out the Facebook ADF group. And yeah, my mom's a Taurus. I used to break all her nice things. He said, yes, we do. Hi, Naima. Good to see you. All right. Don't forget to hit the like button and comment on the replays. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.